What's up, guys? I'm not happy. So, if any of you don't know, or you do know, I am a guy who is typically very nice, very, very calm, I'm not the type of guy to like raise my voice and to like lash out if something doesn't go my way. But something I was sent earlier by my good friend Harley it's just pissed me off, honestly. So I'm going to be discussing it today. So there was a video uploaded to a YouTube channel by the name of Josh Malpass, which is not me. The profile picture is clearly my old one, and it is not aligned up properly. That's one thing that someone with the IQ of a nut would do. But just in case if the video has been taken down from YouTube, I have saved it because I'm very smart. And well, I'm not sure if you can't hear it. So this video may seem a little bit like it's not so graphic. It's fake. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna be addressing if it was me or not. So this is the video here, which basically says that I've killed again with some audio, and it clearly states I've killed again. And basically the first time where I claimed that I killed someone was when there was a photo saying that Eddie had unfortunately passed away and I was the reason why he died, and his favourite words were so and so. I did try to download that video, but unfortunately I was too late and the user basically pussied out. Anyways, so now that that's addressed, now it's time to go over some minor details which basically prove that I'm innocent and that I have not killed Eddie. So, first of all, yeah, that's a fork, and that's supposedly the area on the side of his head where I apparently stabbed him. First of all, that fork is massive. There is no way on earth a fork that would pierce someone's head would create that mark there. Number two, my skin is not that smooth. So just looking at it from an angle, that is the left hand, and let me switch the camera back over. This is my left hand. You can clearly see some little details. Like if I was to hold my hood like that, you'd clearly be able to see my veins. Whereas with this image, you cannot see any sign of any veins anywhere. Number four. Yeah, the hand. First of all, this is my hand in shape of a fist. Let me try and recreate it like that. That's my hand, alright. So it's looking a little bit fat on the fingers, and this is it now. My knuckle does not stick out like that. Like that is one thin ass hand. Whereas my knuckle only sticks out like a tiny bit. And number five, I do not own a coat that looks anything remotely similar to this. Because if you don't know what this coat is, it's that one where it doesn't have the arms. It's like one of those like waistcoat kind of things. I don't own one of them. I've only got one coat at the moment. Well, I did have two coats, but I don't know where the second one's gone. I've got one coat where it's literally full grey with little lime lines going through it. And I had a coat similar to this, but it wasn't it looked nothing like this. Like it was the same material, same colour, but it just looked way different. Well, first of all, the hood had stripes like this, but there weren't any of these. I actually had the arms as well, the full-on rubber arms, and And yeah, and this thing basically made me look the way I am now. It basically stuck to me. Yeah. And second of all, I do not even recognise where this is. Not second of all. 6, I have no idea where this is. Originally I thought it was Jake's house, but I went round his house the other day and he didn't have anything like this. His floor, I believe, was... Oh damn, I've forgotten already. It's always the minor details that I forget about things about people. Like, say, for example, well, the one thing I can remember about one of them lads is Reese having a little bit of a brown tint into his eye. Because Reese has green eyes, but with a bit of brown in one of them. Pretty sure it's this one. It's that eye. And also, 7, Eddie has clearly been around a dog. Because of all the fur that's around him. The fur's white. Jake has a dog that's white, Ruby, who, even though I came back from Jake's, I had no sign of any like dog fur all over me. And another minor detail, number 8, is that he's holding his... Yeah, I think that's his coat. I don't know. I'm not sure, but anyways, number 8, he's holding his hand like on his chest, like around here, which is a bit dramatic if you ask me. Like if someone was to get stabbed in the head, like they wouldn't like collapse on the floor perfectly like that. Or maybe if there was position similar to this. Number 9, how could you be perfectly positioned where you fold so perfectly your body literally misses the entire corner? Like, there is no way, because if you hit that corner, you'd be lying on your back over here. Number 10, if I was to ever kill somebody, I wouldn't just stand there like this and be like, is the photo good? I would never do that. I would have just ran off instantly. Well, I have never killed anyone, so I've never run away from any murder scene. To be fair, I've never seen anyone get killed. Only in movies. Number 11, I don't wear black shoes anymore. To be fair, they do look a little grey from this angle, but because of the shadow, I'm just going to assume that they're black, because that's how they look from here. I wear grey shoes. I do have black shoes with laces on, but they're nothing like these. And plus, I can remember someone having hands similar to this, where they're weirdly smooth. Well, but first of all, they're too pale to be Harley's hands, because Harley's got a nice tan, so it can't be Harley. Reese could be a possible suspect. Jake could also be a possible suspect, but Jake would never do this kind of stuff. I've literally interrogated him once, and he said it wasn't him, and he proved it by showing me a video of someone not doing all this kind of stuff, but like there's someone talking about me saying, oh yeah, we should try and frame him. Because the thing is, I've known these lads for probably about, I'd say, 4 years at least, from year 8. And during the time, they have got into a lot of trouble, which somehow I managed to escape from. Like, there was this time where we went out an exit we wasn't supposed to. All of the lads, me, Jake, Reese, Harley, Callum, Eddie, Michael wasn't there at the time. So 6 of us, we all went in, and well, even though I was there, assumably getting told off, the lads walked away with the teacher, and I stayed there, and he didn't even look back to say, "And you, come on." I just stayed there and I was like, "Oh, I've just got away with it." But after the lads came back out, I told them I didn't go. I got away with it. And then at that moment I got scared that they were going to tell the teacher that I didn't go, so then I would have had to go on and, you know. But to be fair, I don't know what these lads have against me. I'm just like you, but better. Like out of all the lads that I know, that are involved with this situation, Harley is the smartest one for telling me, but also the smartest one in general. Reese is an absolute knobhead. He thinks taking steroids is the way to get to the top of the thing. But I tell you, you'll be dead in like a few years if you keep that attitude up. Michael, he just has a massive ego. He's egotistical. He thinks that going off of something which isn't true and then just keep on bringing it up, even though it isn't true, is the way to get to someone. Which, it was quite funny when he did it the other day. But apart from that, it's just lame. Eddie, I'm starting to like Eddie more. Like he's becoming less of a dickhead towards me, and he's starting to become more of a proper gentleman in a way. He's starting to grow up a little bit, and for some reason, Eddie's always the victim. Like, out of all the lads that are there, I would probably say that they think that I hate Eddie the most, which is the reason why Eddie's always the victim. But in fact, I don't actually dislike Eddie. I'm fine with him. We're both chill. Like, we spoke a lot when we were on the bus, to be fair, more than we used to, along with Jake as well. Because, well, yeah. But I would say out of all of them, I would have to say Reese is the person I dislike the most. Only because Reese has been the one who's been chatting the most shit about me. Like, way back before year 9. In year 8, I got my ass dropped by a bunch of kids. What did Reese do? Sit there and watch. And he was like, "Nah, man, you got this, you got this." And I'm just like getting my ass beaten up against a wall. I was lucky to come out of that alive, because them lads were proper throwing at me. Like, one of them apparently could do boxing, which was terrible. There was no way I was fighting back against him back then. But I'm telling you now, if I went up against that same kid, that kid would die. Like, right in, like, front of me. Like, I would outbox him. And outfight him in general, to be fair. To the point where he just collapses because he's just out of breath. When I say the kid would die, I'd say, like, he gets, like, you know, knocked out, or he gets out of breath, in a way. And plus, I've never took a knife out of a building before in my entire life. I have never grabbed a knife and then just walked out of a building. Never. Of course I've touched a knife. I mean, I touched one yesterday because I had, what was it? A baguette and soup. I spreaded some butter on my baguettes and then ate them, and then dipped them in soup as well. That was really nice. Like my granny could do the best. But this video was apparently uploaded today, so yeah. So yeah, this situation is addressed. I walk out of this case innocent, and the video will be forwarded onto further, like, people who have further notice of it. They'll track down some details. They'll track down the people who are with Eddie or who were with Eddie today, and, well, hopefully we find out who the masked villain is behind Eddie's so-called murder. I mean, I could give Eddie a call right now, and if he answers, then he's still alive. and I mean if he talks as well. But otherwise, guess we'll never know who did it. But my best guess is that it's either Michael, Reese, or Jake. Actually, looking at those hands, it can't be Jake. Jake's hands are not that smooth. They're like mine, but even thinner. So my best guess is that it's got to be Reese or Michael, or even Callum. Actually, could be Callum. I actually forgot Callum was even part of them. Actually, I literally forgot who Callum even was. Callum Castley. Who? Who's that? Yeah, I'm not making fun of him. I'm being genuinely serious. I actually forgot who Callum was for a second then. It's been that long. Yeah, he can have a go at me, but yeah, again, he gave a cream pie to Demi, so never mind. But then he could respond saying that me and my stepsister did something. But all I can say to you is that one, that was a joke that came out in maths, which somehow escaped the classroom, in which I deeply stared my eyes into Rose's soul and said, "It was you," because she was the only person who I told it to. Two. First of all, I don't even have a stepsister. You can go out and ask my brother. You can go and ask my dad. You can ask my mom. Well, not my mom. My mom would never know. You can ask my dad or my brother. They would say no. But they would say that I have someone who's like a stepsister, but she isn't one, because she is my dad's girlfriend's daughter, who my dad and her are not married, so she's technically not my stepsister, just more or less a friend. Third of all, this computer is really loud. And third of all, I don't care about the fact that I'm still a virgin, right? You lads rushed it and you've messed up your chance. I still have some time to basically go out and, experience the world through my adult eyes in about a year and a bit. And you lads have just fucked it and just gone straight for it. But yeah, that is it. I have put the case to a close, and we have two suspects. That is Reese and Michael, and I will keep my eyes out for any more videos that come out on this channel. And if I do find any, I will, of course, report them, as I'm doing with this one. And I will be making sure that whoever's behind that mask gets a fucking beating from me. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And, well, I will be on the hunt for this person. And all I'm going to say is, they are in big trouble. If I find out who it is, they are dead. Like, they are seriously, they are gonna get probably the worst beating that they've ever got in their lives. Like, they can laugh it off and say, "Oh, you won't do nothing." Well, why don't you come to me? Why don't we see if I do nothing? All right? Why don't we see if you stand here acting all cocky and you're like, "Oh, he won't do nothing"? How about you come to me and we'll see if I actually do something? Because I tell you, I will. I will do much more than do nothing. But anyways, case closed. I raise my hand. Case closed. I'm the smartest one out of all of them. Goodbye.